I'm Barbara Knight, and I'm going to show you how I make my hand-rubbed woodcut monoprints. I start with a wood panel or a piece of plywood. Then I draw, and my drawing that I've made is transferred to this block using tracing paper. The block is clamped to my workbench, and the lines are gouged with a V-shape chisel called a parting tool. This rocking motion that you see of the tool helps to make a deeper cut, especially around curves, and affords a jagged, energetic mark, which I particularly like, and I like the way it looks in my printed work. This canvas here has been painted yellow. The yellow will act as the line color, and also it influences everything that's printed on top of it. The canvas is going to be secured to the block with push pins. It's really important to get those in really tight because you're going to be pushing against them a little bit, and it's important to really stabilize this print. Acrylic paint is going to be applied to each section of the image. It's going to be transferred to the canvas by burnishing the back with a hardwood mallet. And as you can see, it takes a lot of pressure, and I'm going in several different directions so that you make sure that you have a good transfer of acrylic to the canvas itself. It's absolutely essential to work quickly and paint only small areas at a time, because acrylic dries really quickly, and this is something that you have to do very quick and on the fly. It's really important with this technique to have a plan of what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, what colors you're going to use, have your paint ready. And because you have to work so quickly, it's hard to make decisions on the fly. So you have to really think fast and work fast on this. You can put several consecutive layers of paint in the same area, but it's really important to maintain the texture of your canvas. So be conscious that you don't put your paint on one too thick, and also don't try to overpaint that area too many times, or you'll lose the texture and you'll lose the color of your background, which I think is very important to the look of these prints. Here we go. Alright, if by any chance your pin comes undone, make absolutely certain that it's reinserted in the same hole, because to lose your alignment of these prints is really deadly. So it's absolutely essential to make sure your image is always lined up. Also, one of the difficulties of this technique is that you can't see the whole image at the same time, so that I'm having to move the push pins to the bottom part of my print that I've already finished so that I can work on the part that isn't. So you kind of remember what you've already done and try and put it together. That's one of the big challenges of this technique. Each print that you make from this block is unique, even printed from the same background color, and if you use the same color palette, it's impossible to duplicate. Believe me, I've tried. For examples of how I've used this technique, you can click on the link to my website, barbknight.com. Thank you so much for watching.